Let's get right into it. Number 1, the lost colony of Roanoke. So, you know that spooky story about an entire colony of English settlers vanishing into thin air? They left behind just one word carved into a post: Croatoan. For centuries, this mystery drove people crazy. Where did 115 people just disappear to? Did they get kidnapped? Did they starve? Did something worse happen? Turns out they didn't exactly disappear, they just got really good at making new friends. Scientists found a bunch of their stuff about 50 miles inland, mixed in with Native American artifacts. We're talking full-on pottery collections, copper rings, and other European goodies all mixed up with Native American stuff. These people were clearly living together. Instead of mysteriously vanishing, these colonists basically did what every college graduate does. They moved inland, where the rent was cheaper. Think about it. You're stuck in a new land, your supplies are running low, and the locals seem to know what they're doing. What would you do? You'd probably ask for help, right? These colonists chose survival. They moved inland, started hanging out with the local tribes, and probably learned that their fancy English manners weren't much use in the American wilderness. Can't eat proper table settings when you're starving. The colonists didn't vanish. They just went native. The real mystery isn't where they went. It's why it took us 400 years to check 50 miles inland. Number 2, the Bermuda Triangle's rogue waves. So, you know how ships keep disappearing in the Bermuda Triangle? Turns out it wasn't aliens, portals, or sea monsters, it's something way scarier. Rogue waves that can reach up to 100 feet high. Imagine you're sailing along, everything's fine, then suddenly a wall of water taller than a 10-story building shows up uninvited. That's like being hit by a liquid skyscraper. These waves form when different storm systems meet up. The Bermuda Triangle is basically nature's mosh pit. You've got storms coming in from all directions, and sometimes they decide to team up. When their waves combine, they don't just add up, they multiply. So 2 30-foot waves don't make a 60-foot wave. They make something that would make Poseidon himself say, okay, that's a bit much. And here's the really messed up part. These waves only last for a minute or two, just long enough to snap a ship in half like a toothpick, then disappear without a trace. That's why ships disappear without even sending a distress signal. 1 second you're enjoying your cruise, the next second you're underwater. So next time someone tells you the Bermuda Triangle is haunted, tell them they're right. It's haunted by physics. Number 3, the Tunguska event's cosmic airburst. Picture this. You're a farmer in Siberia, 1908. You're milking your cow when suddenly the sky explodes. Not just a little boom, we're talking about something with the force of 1,000 nuclear bombs. The blast was so powerful it flattened 2,000 square kilometers of forest. That's an area about the size of Houston, Texas. Trees got knocked down in a perfect circle, all pointing away from the center like someone had dropped the world's biggest bowling ball. Windows shattered hundreds of miles away. People got thrown off their feet. The sky glowed for days. But here's the weird part. There was no crater. Nothing. It's like the universe pulled the ultimate hit and run. For over a century, people came up with all sorts of wild theories. Some said it was aliens testing weapons. Others blamed Tesla's death ray experiments. One guy even suggested it was a black hole passing through Earth. But now, thanks to some fancy supercomputer simulations, we finally know what really went down. Turns out it was just a tiny 200-foot asteroid having the worst day of its life. This space rock was cruising along, minding its own business, when Earth got in the way. But instead of hitting the ground, this one basically threw a tantrum. About 5 miles up, it hit the thick part of our atmosphere and exploded. This thing turned into what scientists call a fireball, basically a giant blob of superheated gas moving faster than sound. Instead of hitting the ground and leaving a crater, this thing basically turned into a giant blowtorch pointed at the forest. The trees got knocked over like bowling pins at a giant's bowling alley, and because it exploded high up, there was no crater, just a massive wave of destruction that wiped out everything below.